Okay. Today is Friday. It's Friday, people. Today is the 8th of May 2026. We're getting halfway the year. Middle of the year. So, it's not easy, but it's easy. So, hi. You're right,
Patrick, how are you?
I'm fine, yeah. You're done for today?
Yeah, just finishing up.
Okay, good. So, 16th June is my birthday. You already know, I've been talking about my birthday since January. You know, you always drum up something. You put vibe. Do you celebrate your birthday? I'm asking. Forget about birthdays for your girlfriends or birthdays for your boyfriends. Your own birthday, people care about other people than themselves. Hey! In 1999, I'm telling you now, 1999, Mercedes-Benz SL 500. Because these things you only heard about them. Now it's me telling you. Don't get rumors from people saying, Kegus used to waste a lot of money. Kegus used to do this. Kegus used... It is different from the generation that came after. But my case is basemwanga abo nabona bali ba boys schools balabanga bintu bya Kegus. Mad Mike se chance yali neighbor waffe Kamocha bali dida. I would love to see him. From being a dancer, he will also try the boxing. Opposite our house, Upper Manda Road, waliwo ennyumba gye baali bapangisamu ng'alina omuzungu gw'abeera naye kati temukimanyi ekyo. This is 1990, 94, 95. Bwe nabeerera Kenya. Nga babeera n'abavubuka abalala, omu bamuyitanga Chelsea, omulala bamuyitanga Bosco. Ng'omuzungu oyo yava Minnesota missionaries, the Minnesota mission, nga balina emirimu gye bakola e Masaka eyo nga temubimanyi. Era omuzungu oyo yali mukwano gwa maama wange, alinkinga maama wange kuba Lincoln International abagenda okupangisa ennyumba yaffe. In fact, baali bagipangisiza already. Yeah, I remember. Naye nga baali ba mikwano nnyo with my mom. Abantu bayagalanga nnyo mama wange. Nnyo. Everybody who met my mom. That's why when she took ill, nobody knew. She did not want people to see her in a very poor state. Atiti yalwala nnyo. Okay, she lost a lot of weight, but she still maintained her beauty. Chenabagamba nakola caption recently. Nti mama wange yaliko nalulungi w'e Kampala muk'omugagga mu 80s. Hey! Kyali mu Kampala awo mwetemu Little Flowers, Entebbe Beach, kati mukita botanical, ewa Uncle Kasimu nga gye tusiiba weekend ku beach Entebbe. Nga buli muntu alaba ku mama wange agamba oyo mukazi yaani oyo. Ate nga my dad was always in the background. Tefiirayo bye ŋŋamba nti temuddangawo ne muwubaawuba sijui owubira omukazi muze muyombye mukoze ebita byonna kateeba omukazi bw'aba anaayenda. Let me tell you, there's no fooling around. bamuweebakako ng'olaba oba nga tolaba. Let me tell you, era temuwubiranga abakazi, muleke akole byampola byonna. More or less, there would be nothing to suspect. Kiringira musajja. Abasajja bonna abayenda. I'm talking too much Luganda here. I want people to understand this video. Promiscuity over tukiyite philandering, whatever. Byonna bye bimu. There is always an element of mistrust. Okay? So let's go back to the Mercedes-Benz. I had my reasons, which were very obvious. Okay? We were going through a very big crisis. 1999, I told you, the more money I made, the more successful I got, the more problems. The stakes are higher. The higher you climb. I had no time for Bettina. Bettina wanted to settle down. And then she begins to hear these rumors that I'm with Shaila. Ex-lover, the consultant doctor at Murago, Mwala Murunji. She was a beauty. She's there, she's happily married. But I'm talking about our time. Any woman in her glory days, call them the 20s, of course, you're going to be a center of attraction. That's why I'm referencing my mom. My mom came of age in her 20s. By 24, she had already had 4 of us. Finished having a family and working. Mulabe nyumba ya Upper Manda Road eyo, Dream House ya Kalina. You've seen it in the pictures. Temwajibera muko kujidaba. We all had our own bedrooms, self-contained, garage for 2 cars, downstairs, servants' quarters, every time dinner, breakfast upstairs, kitchen, down. Ere nyumba yali marvelous. Kakati okuzimba ennyumba eyo, kambabulya story y'ennyumba ya Pamanda Road eyo. Twali ku pate. Mbabulira, listen, come and listen here properly. We were at a party at Uncle Patrick Chwanuka's home in Komamboga. 1983, 84. Tukomawa waka. And I had this conversation. And there was a disagreement on something. Mama wange yali musente mpitirivu nnyo, working in the Uganda Development Corporation, and I think she wanted to leverage some money. Olwo agambye taata wange nti aguze ettaka Mawanda Road 1983, bagula ettaka erya ku Mawanda Road awo, baligwana ku muzeeyi Lwanyaga. Fahadi, your grandfather, his son sold that land to my mom. Ettaka eryo nga liriko leasehold. Liri part of Murago, liri gazetted. 76 years ezayisigadde ku gazette eyo. Kakati eventually ne Uncle Paulo Mwanga n'atugula next door. Kiraba, then my mom begins plans for that house. Hi, darling.
How are you?
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
Like you don't have to go outside. Have a nice weekend.
Yeah, I will.
All right. Yeah. I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah.
All right. Kakati mwetemumanyi bintu bino. Mulaba bulabi kintu ne mugamba nti bagagga bakikuba whatever you say. Now they begin building that house. Manya bazimba ennyumba eyo. Mukalazi construction. Mukalazi construction then nadda muki mu nguudo ebukoto weyabeeranga wewaali n'ebimotoka byonna ebya construction. Later on when things go south, bintu byamutabukako later on mu government ya Museveni yaguze ebyuma ebyo zimwe construction yava mu Mukalazi construction. Ne kati yali akaddiye kati today mu 80s. Mukalazi ng'azimbira abagagga amayumba. He was the Bakaluba of those days. Naye ate ye nga alina experience y'amaanyi. I think era abisomedde Russia mu 60s and 70s. Ebintu byali organized. Housing Development Corporation byonna. Plan y'ennyumba ng'efuluma ya kalina. Kati ennyumba eyo bw'otunuulira ennyumba ya Uncle Patrick Komambuga, they are the same houses. Plan template yeri buli kimu ennyumba ya mami wange dream house. Kati tata namugamba ke fine, I'll put the money down on you blah blah blah. Nga tayagala leveraging ebya mirimu kujjayo sente tata wange yali azina. He was a billionaire. He didn't want to waste money on things that tiwate weewole ate kola ki biwa biwanvu people. Then that's the house eyo ku Manda Road. Era bagizimba kiro misana. By 84 85 ennyumba yali ewedde. The shell of the house tugiyingira mu 89 nga bakyamaliriza bamaliriza because that's biwanvu ebyali awo. Because 85 there was nothing going on in the country because of the mujjukira ebyali mu 85 there was state of curfew, whatever, state of emergency. Bajeko Obote mu 85 July the 25th the country went into a lockdown more or less. Kati bige no kudde engulu mu 86 ngate bidala things it was out to agenda on. Let's go back ku kile kyembadeko ekya birthday kati tuli ku byange. Akati nali nzimba ennyumba 2 Entebbe, 2 double storied houses Entebbe wemulabaawo. Bwe mba mugamba nti embwa ya Kegus yalina sente, zo sente nali nzina ate nga sente ensajja nga ndi mwana muto. Investments and entertainment. Kati Bettina finds out that I rekindled the relationship with my ex. Mumanyi okuleta greda ne bakona ennyumba ezo. The other house was not flat down. Kati such twalange ekintu of course temunalaba ku drama kyemagala temunalaba ku drama mulaba kona makubo ga muzimbye mu makubo bitane mukaaba naye ennyumba etalina na weeri nti neki naye because ogizimbidde mukazi mulala. So between the two I had to save Bettina. So kati kino kivaawo ekyennyumba. A woman scorned is a woman. Biwanvu tubirabye tuli baana bato. Olwo ndi 20 ndi ali 26 27 nga n'omukazi simulinamu na mwana. Bettina yakola ebintu ebyo byonna. Kyemagala nti no abakazi ffe betwagadde bakegusiza abakazi benjagadde bali waggulu nnyo stakes z'amaanyi. Top of the game. Akati olwo nga nina mba Miss Uganda bateeka mu ssente facilitatinga nkola kinali mu bintu bingi nnyo. So the drama around me was more or less manyi kintu kikwetooloola oli muvubuka muto naye nga tolina omukazi gw'oyagala. Twali mu Angenoa discotheque. Mumanyi Angenoa discotheque? Yes coach Eric. Ati nenkola surprise birthday party. Surprise birthday party. Ndabye ka Benz ako ka SL. Olwo ayalina Benz eyali simira ku ka Benz ako yali Kato, John Kato, Radio Sunny. Ka Benz ke ba auctioningira mu ku Bank of Uganda mukajjukirako. Hey, mutemulabye ebintu. You've not seen. Kato ya importing ka Benz ako n'akavuga nga kabikula kati enzigi mu bbanga. The whole of Kampala came out mesmerized. Kati nange we nagwira ku Benz eyo SL yali y'amaanyi. It wasn't a simple car. Service yo kayo nga yawaava munno. Kati nena tubikola okukozesa maanyi g'omuvubuka. Ne muwa Benz to make up for all the things. Kati wetuddayo mu mboozi ezo zonna ssente ng'oba toziraba ng'omusajja. Tewalaba omuntu yenayina ng'akaaba kyomukazi sugira ate nga abakazi bumukaabira mubazaddemu n'abaana. You have kids with the woman. Tebalina na school fees bakusabiriza because omukazi wamukyawa. Babikola. Come on. Babikola. No, nakwata girlfriend ne mugamba nkutwala London. Si byakuseka, si byaki byonna nga sina byaliko. Everything, ticket, everything on my expense. Era tutuuka wano nanzirukako era nadda mu kaaba. No, tukaaba. Ensi bwetu weetambula. Ebintu ebyo bw'otabikola ng'oli mu myaka gye nalimu tolibikola. Kati wano ndi 54 this year. Ndi 54 this year. Bwe njagala omukazi naye alina okuba nga alina ky'alina. Kyeŋŋamba nti she has to be someone sinti ngenda muzimba. What do you come with on the plate? Ninaye abaana babiri, baana bakula biba biwanvu. So she has to leverage herself. Naye omwana wa 22-23 aba akyalina a long shot. Kati the stakes are higher. Miss Uganda beauty pageant contestants. Kegus. Tubuulire. Wateekanga ssente mu bawala. Ab'e Makerere Africa Hall. Benasasulira school fees bangi. Ng'oluusi ojja ku campus oba oli mu Guild Hall. Bakumanyi bakulaba your familiar face. Genda mu Africa. Hello. Omwana ng'akuze ebbali nti alina school fees problem, tuition fee, whatever. Abaana bastruggling. Gamba nti oba obaagala. Omuyamba baza upkeep ng'omuwayo z'omuwadde ng'ensi yeyongerayo. Ate bonna ng'abamu baali bamanyi nti njagala Bettina ne mugulira emmotoka. Be bawala abasooka okuvuga emmotoka ku campus. Kaali ka Starlet ne muwa n'essimu ya Celtel. Bye nasooka okumukolera nga nakamukwana. Starlet, Toyota Starlet. Ke yavuga ku campus. 1998. Ne mugulira n'essimu Celtel. Kegus. So bingi nnyo by'oyitamu ng'olaba. Kakati birthday, for me, I don't see birthdays as anything. Ate gy'okoma okula, the older you get, you narrow your priorities. Munfuna bulungi nnyo. How do you know that you have to narrow your priorities? Luli kiringa mukazi. Omukazi luli aba amanyi ngamba ng'akyali mwana muto mu 20s aba amanyi nti abasajja 10 bamutunuulidde. Bw'ayingira 30s babeera 5, 40s abeera omu. Oba yakuzaddemu oba yakuwasizza. Kati imagine omukazi owa 50. Let's use simple logic. Kiraba? Nze birthday etegeeza ebintu bingi nnyo. Kyova nzirayo mu memories zange. Been there, done that, seen that. Yemboozi mbadde mubimanyi. So bangi nnyo abakoze ebintu awo e Kampala awo nga baali ba boy. Abamu bankwatirako ne ku nsawo nga bakireebeesi bange naye sisobola kuexposinga bantu, sisobola. Naye kati bo tebaalinga nze, bo they got so excited. Sijja gamba nti kinti bali tebasomye naye nga of course omuntu kyoli. You can't be any pretentious. Nze ekyanjawulako kyali ekintu kimu nti nali nsomye ate nga ndi more exposed and very articulate. Kano ke nabeerako e Kenya. You know, I talk about Kenya all the time. After my senior 6 A level, nali wakugenda Makerere University. I ended up going to Kenya. Kenya in 1994 was equivalent to going to London. Let me tell you the truth. Yali wala nnyo Kenya yali yatuyitako dda. Twakula bayimba Kenya abakongo. Twende Nairobi. Oluyimba gye luli. Twakula bamama baffe bagenda Nairobi. Ffe kenyini twalina ennyumba e Nairobi. We had a house in Kireresho. When my mom was studying in Kenya, my dad bought her a house, which I can assume was eventually sold. Mama wange bye enjoying. She had the benefit that the man whom I call my dad loved her so much. The things my dad did for my mom. Let's briefly talk about it. My dad, his early upbringing, he had no sense of belonging. Remember his mom, my grandmother, had my dad taken away from her when she was young. Kati attachment eyo my dad teyagirina eya motherhood. Kati agenda okuba nga akula, coming of age, my grandmother has found another man, my grandfather. Kyentegeeza nti ng'ali mwana mujja na nnyina, there was a cover up. So he grows up with a contradiction, looking at the mom to give him answers. Nti ani anzaala, who's my dad? But everybody around in Chitagoba used to say it loud. Nti that's not your father. Your mom is lying to you, or things like that. You know what I mean? A contradiction. Kati When he begins his life in 1969, when he finishes his studies in 1969 and joins Mango Growers Cooperative Union, they had returned back from Soviet Union. Czechoslovakia, that's the country they went to. Agriculture, they gave them like a field tour to see what is going to be implemented. This grandiose vision of Obote, Uganda as a socialist country. Binti byali kati bana abaana batata baffe nga batutte Russia bakomyewo. They finished studying in Uganda, then they took them to Russia. Bakomyewo. Olubali mu conference Lugogo Indoor Stadium. That conference lasted about a week. Lots of presidents came, Kaunda, Jomo Kenyatta, Nyerere, Haile Selassie. There was so much going on in Kampala in 1869. The president of Uganda, Obote, who had overthrown the Kabaka, Frederick Mutesa, a personal friend of my dad, childhood friend, is almost assassinated. He was shot 3 times in the face. One bullet hit him, he ends up in Mulago. Ebimu bimanyi ebyo? Mulago Hospital, the assassination attempt on the president. My dad begins on that note after that conference. Kakati, Obote must have gone into full gear, state of panic, until the vision of Uganda as a socialist country has to roll out. Growers unions, cooperatives, blah, 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 blah. So, my dad lands that job. Principal financial auditor. Hey, he was 22. Do you know the budget he was handling? Do you know the financial stakes he was dealing with? The whole country. Bamukwasa Mango Growers. It was the biggest cooperative union. Then at its peak, within 1-2 years, he's building the HQ headquarters, signing off money like you people, you don't know. How much was he paying himself? Or how much was that very year? Miss Uganda Beauty Contest. Mwemuli omukazi tata wange yali agenda okuwasa. Sijja mubabuulira. Bintu biwanvu. Ebintu biwanvu kambabuuliremu abategeera bye history wa Uganda. Olutalo lwali mu Suzana Night Club. Lwalimu ne minister. Tata nti yaliko minister mu government. Naye yali mwana muto. There was a clash over that woman. Abanyumye emboozi bagamba nti Kyanda naye yali muvubuka. My dad yali muvubuka naye ng'alina set ate ng'azigaba. Yazigabanga ssente. Yakolera abakazi abantu ebintu bingi nnyo mu 60s. Yabazimbiranga amayumba, yakola ki? Yakyakala obuvubuka bwe bubeera. But the first thing he did was to build a house in where? In Kitagobwa, nga yategula. Builds the house for the mom. Very big house in the village. Then atalako okuzimba ekyebando. Kinnabagamba nti mama wange yasanga biwedde. Everything was there. Houses, cars, blah blah, everything. Mwana muto ali 14 ayingira ennyumba eyo nga muganda we omukulu Joelia ali ki mu relationship ne taata wange. The elder sister of my mom yali muzinyi gogo dancer mu Suzana nga mwala yali 18 bakave kangulumira. Hey, you people, you don't know. Kati baliwa Kasubi mu Kiyindi, there was a slum. Abaddugavu bonna abaavanga mu byalo batuukiranga mu bisenyi, sijui mu bikatanga, sijui mu bifumbira, Katwe, sijui si whatever, muchi whatever, we batyo settlements ezaaliwo pre-colonial. Yeah. So it wasn't Chinabagamba, my mom, yalina humble bringing. Bava muchalo, following the divorce of my grandmother. Their mother, yali ayawukanye neki ne jjajja Sumagire emboozi mpanvu. That's what I'm telling you people. Tugenda jinyumya naye byebyo, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot out there. Munfuna bulungi nnyo. Mbadde nkyawa mboozi. Kakati maama wange ali waka ekyebando ate wagenda okufuka matrimony home kubanga ennyumba yali nkalu. Kati mwe babeera abawala aba bana, Auntie Joelia, my mom, Auntie Misa ne Namusisi. Namusisi yali akyasoma, bonna baali basoma. I'll give you part 2. I'll give you part 2 of this story. Tujimalayo bulungi nnyo. Tunyumya. Today is a random talk based on my diaspora series. Mutegede ya Mercedes Benz. Nakolera ebintu Bettina namukolera ebintu bingi nnyo. Sente zange z'ekivuuka zonna zagenderanga mu ebyo. Naye najja e London nakola buli kimu, najja ne neesomesa. Eri yansasulira sente z'okusoma. It's my money. Sirebetangako omuntu ne musabiriza. They have always known me as a Kegus Nagaga. Sibeerangako mwavu. Mama wange yanjagaliza ebirungi, nange neyagaliza ebirungi. Guys, I'm out, people.